For our beginner class, we're going to be working on a couple of different stances. First, our Zenkutsu Dachi. Then we're going to be working on our Kiba Dachi, which is our horse stances. Our Zenkutsu Dachi is our front stances. Our Kiba Dachi is our horse stance. So let's go ahead and start with our Zenkutsu Dachi. Zenkutsu Dachi is going to be shoulder width, this way. And then the length is going to be about twice shoulder width, about that much. Front knee is bent so that the knee is right above my big toe. Back leg is straight. Make sure the back foot is not pointing out, but it is pointing forward. Front foot, it is not completely straight, but slightly turned inward. Hips forward, back straight. Very often I see folks that are in Zenkutsu Dachi with their body slightly leaning. I like to have my hips just so slightly in front of my shoulders, so you can sit very comfortably and your hips are pushed forward. In the beginning, it may not be that comfortable, but as you get used to it, this will be a very, very solid stances. One more thing. The width of the stances, make sure you keep a good width here. Make sure that it is not too wide this way or too narrow this way. This is really hard, especially when we're trying to do our reverse punch or yakosuki. It is really hard to turn your hips if your stances are too narrow. Next, we're going to be working on our Kiba Dachi. Our Kiba Dachi is the same length as our Zenkutsu Dachi, our front stances, which we said is about 2 times shoulder width. For our Kiba Dachi, our horse stance, imagine you're sitting on a nice big horse. Your knees are pushed out. Make it almost a square. Make sure it's not a triangle that is coming this way. I like it more this way, with the legs outside being like a couple of columns. Your toes are pointing forward. Push your heels out as much as possible. The other thing is, keep your hips and your body straight. Hips in, back straight. You can also put your hands behind to ensure that your body is straight right there. Try not to do this, okay? And keep it right up here. Stepping forward, Zenkutsu Dachi. For our front stances, when we step, we're going to make a half a circle. We're going to step in, and then we're going to come out. The feet don't have to actually touch. Okay? The knees and the feet come really close together and make a semicircle and then open up at the end. Let's go ahead and do it with the other side. From here, back leg comes in. Keep your body straight. Make sure you do not come up. Keep the same height, and then come forward. Now let's go ahead and go back. Make sure when you go back in the same semicircle. I see a lot of people that come here and then end up in one line. Okay? So make sure this foot comes in and then opens up to the outside. Let me show you with the other leg. So this leg comes in this way towards my other foot and then opens up at the end. Throughout, ensure that your body is straight, that you're not going up and down, but that you keep your body straight without leaning, no moving to the sides, straight forward and straight back. Also, be very careful that that heel does not come up, either up there or as you're coming back. Keep it back as you switch your weight from the front knee to the back leg. Next, we're going to work our Kiba Dachi. Our Kiba Dachi, again, is our horse stances, and my weight is right in the middle. Zenkutsu Dachi, my weight is in the front. Kiba Dachi, my weight is distributed equally on both sides. Now, to move on my Kiba Dachi, I'm going to cross my back leg in front of my other leg. Okay. As soon as this foot lands, the back heel is going to come up, and then we take a step to the side. One more time. We step, my heel comes up, now my weight is completely on the leg that was stepping, now we can step over. As we Zenkutsu Dachi, when we move, keep that height the same. Do not rise, and also very important, do not turn your shoulders, do not turn your hips. Keep your hands up to the side, we step over. Here, be very careful that your feet are pointing forward. A lot of the times I see folks that step with the foot open, pointing in that direction. When they finish their Kiba Dachi, that foot is out. So as we step, keep that foot pointing forward, keep your body straight, keep your shoulder and your hips sideways, and then finish the step. For mawate, for our turn, the only thing that turns are my hands and my head. Mawate. Your feet, your knees, your hips, they do not move. We stay here, mawate, we turn. Each knee. Mawate. Each knee. As you finish your Kiba Dachi, try to push your knees out. You step, and then you step, and then at the end, push those knees away from each other. Practice this several times until your legs, your body, your hips, your feet, everything accepts the technique. Don't do it 5 times, 10 times. Do about 30, 40, 50 times to get started. And then repeat that as often as you can.